ちょうど黒いバラの花目覚め触れ合う日よ窓から覗き込んだ世界を駆け抜ける勇者よ何が筋が開いた互いの共有で
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Anime Degens podcast. We're coming at you tonight with episode 111. That's a lot of episodes, ladies and gentlemen, of the Bullshit Hour Degens episode, whatever we're calling it these days. Before we get into it, best way to support us, rate the podcast. Tell your grandma that Nam is super sexy and she should listen to his beautiful voice, and tell her Tyler's pretty cute. And
I'm on a couple days of the week anyways.
yeah, and then Dan's never here, so you can tell her, don't worry about that guy. Hop in the Discord if you haven't yet. Check out our socials, linktree.com/anime degens. Would you guys like to get into some news real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
This is where we put news if we had any. So instead of talking about the news, we're just going to talk today about a bunch of new shows coming in spring 2025 that we are very excited for. That's like the fastest news we've ever had, guys.
Honestly, record time right there. I don't know how we'll ever beat that.
By not having any news.
By not having me to make one joke about the news. Channeling my inner Timmy Turner's dad.
We got the best news, you know. Nobody else should look for any other news besides us. So
honestly, I did check really quick, and not a lot cooking on the old Anime News Network. So we got to pass this week. We'll let it ride.
Yeah, I think March
a lot of festivals
20...
are coming up.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. March 23rd, I think it is 23rd through 25th. I think is Anime Japan, which is gonna just bombard us with a bunch of news. So
nice. So they're holding back.
Yeah.
There was something about an AI webtoon program dropping, so that is going to be some great trash. That's all I saw.
That you're not gonna watch, and I'm not gonna watch. So
oh, dude, webtoons are Korean comics, and 3/4 of them are porn. I shit you not.
Yep.
Why not?
Go try and read Solo Leveling. You'll find out. How you guys doing tonight?
Well, I'm pretty excited because this whenever we do this episode, the look ahead or whatever, it's always time to get into a new season. It's almost that time. Shows start wrapping up, and like we get some new blood on, you know, the rundown. So I'm pretty excited for that.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you're very excited to throw Sakamoto Days in a ditch and not have to watch that weekly anymore.
Anything's better than that. Well, not anything, but you know what I mean. Like, I could literally pick 6 shows better than Sakamoto Days this season off the top of my head. So
it was really funny. So I jumped in the Discord earlier today. You should definitely check it out. Shameless plug. And I was like, guys, I can't believe I'm still watching the Red Ranger Isekai like 11 weeks in or 10 weeks in, whatever it is. And Tyler goes, is it any good? And in my head, I'm just thinking, I'm like, well, it's better than Sakamoto Days is. But I didn't want to type it because we shit on it so much live. And I was like, I'm going to leave it alone right now.
Let's not
we'll
piss
hear
them
what
off,
really
piss
happened,
everybody off.
dude.
But let me tell you guys, if you like Power Rangers, check that shit out. It's Yerdra. She is the female co-protagonist. She's like the second main character.
She's the Pink Ranger.
No, she's a mage. So he gets isekai. He's in some fantasy world, but she has cannons and she dumps him out. So big fan of her.
And I guess you're not talking about like arms, right?
No, no, no. I'm bazongas, melons,
We get it. We get it.
balloons,
Oh, gotcha.
beach
That's
balls.
fun. Yeah.
Ooh, some
Picking up what I'm putting down,
watermelons.
right? Are you guys understand where I'm going with this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've known,
I
but I had to clarify.
yeah, no, I didn't have to clarify. That's how much I knew.
No, I
Shush.
clarify for the audience. That way the audience don't
The
misunderstand.
the the audience didn't misunderstand, Tyler.
Tyler,
Trust
I
me.
Tyler, I think when you edit this video for the YouTube, you just gotta put a picture of her up, just over my face.
Well, you're gonna have to type the name later and let me know.
Just send him the photo that you want him to put up.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Do
here's
There's
what you do:
that.
is you just take my hands here and you just put cannons.
not even the whole picture, just a certain part. Crop it.
Just hits.
Yeah, okay. I got you. I'll
Awesome.
work. I'll put some work in for that. So
I think you can handle it. You know, you're a pretty good video editor. I'm not. I'm
I
not.
believe in
My
your abilities.
my
it's just a
TikToks
rectangle, so it's fine.
back in my streaming days, my TikToks had no skills. Cool. You guys want to get looking ahead to spring 2025?
Yeah. Who's going
Yeah,
first? Me, I guess.
I
Maybe.
guess.
Sure.
Yeah,
Tom.
go ahead.
We'll
No,
switch it up.
you.
Well,
Have at it, Tyler.
yeah, okay. The first one I got is going to be called The Beginning After the End. And this is going to be about a man who was once the strongest king in history. He possessed extreme wealth, fame, and power. Almost reminds you of One
Pause.
Piece.
Pause. Was he the pirate king?
I don't think he was a pirate king, but maybe he was like his cousin or something, you know?
He didn't look it in the trailer. I'm assuming this is like 7 reincarnations before Joy Boy.
Probably. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's probably like an alternate universe, you know, where
Oh, multiverse action.
pirates wasn't a thing, you know?
He's like,
And
I've left everything I own in 7 places.
in one reincarnated baby.
exactly.
Dude, this show's getting copy. Dude, why is every show getting copyright striked?
Because of our imagination. But I
No,
did
no. Hold up.
when when I read the summary for this, it literally said extreme. It said like it said something like wealth, fame, and power, and unparalleled wealth, fame, and power. And I'm just like, is this One Piece?
The
But
baby's name is Goldie Roger.
yeah, I don't. I think the baby's name is actually Arthur. So
Fuck. King Arthur? Oh, fucking
yeah,
original.
there you go. So this dude, he was the strongest king in history, or so we've been told. He possessed all that One Piece had to offer. Um, but none of it actually matters because he just ends up dying anyways, and he gets reincarnated into an infant boy, in a magical fantasy world, and
That
this begins his new life. Huh?
that sounds
As
kind of
the
familiar.
Avatar.
It is.
It sounds a little familiar.
And I'll tell you why it's familiar because like Mushko Tensei, and not only Mushko Tensei, like several isekais has done this premise, you know, um, and I tend to enjoy them for the most part. Mushko Tensei, I kind of enjoyed for a while too. It's just like the main character was so shitty, like he was so bad, you know.
So,
Um,
from the trailer, are you like Arthur better than Pervy Rudy, or like where are we at?
I will say so. I don't know nothing about Arthur or
He's a power of friendship guy, so I think
the
that's important.
his past self or whatever, you know? Like he seemed like it said like he trusted no one and everything else when he was a king. Maybe that's why he became the strongest and stuff. But now he's trying to be different. He's got like a loving family and he's got to grow big and strong to protect them, you know. Something kind of like Rudy was, in a way, except Rudy, like I said, he was a piece of shit from the beginning. He just got worse as the time went on. And so far, this looks, decent. I don't know nothing about this. I know it's got a lot of hype and a lot of people talking about it, about it being a good fantasy anime. But like, I'm pretty interested in it because I'm interested in like the reincarnated, like reborn into a fantasy world where they're having to like start from scratch, but like they keep their prior knowledge, so that makes them have an advantage. Like I kind of like that if they do it right. The only thing that I don't like about this is I will say Mushoku Tensei, they get like a leg up on this because like the animation and like stuff looked way better in Mushoku Tensei. This one looks average, and then there's one part in the trailer where we seen like the Demon King or Demon Lord. I don't know what the hell it is, some kind of evil looking thing, and it looks like shit.
Yes. That was literally like we were in Discord watching the trailers on our own. And all Tyler heard me say the entire time I was watching this trailer was like, "Oh, bad CGI."
Yeah, yeah, like it has a lot of promise. I I would think that like something this hyped, um, would have gotten a better studio, I guess. That way they can have better animation because this is done by Studio ACAT, and from the looks of things, is like they haven't really done a whole lot of very high scoring things. Everything that they've done has been like 4, 5, and 6 range. It looks like, and it's like
Yeah.
magical girls and
Bro, they did Transformers. Hold back, okay?
yeah, I
Let it
see the
ride.
Transformers down there. Okay,
At the bottom of the 5.49.
yeah. So like, there's a reason why this doesn't look very good, but I still have hope for it because like, even if it doesn't look the best, then maybe it can give us like a decent story. Um, but
You've
I'll just have to see. So
clicking on Studio ACAT got me a little distracted. There is an anime they do called High Speed
either,
Itole?
yeah, yeah,
Itole?
yeah.
Is that just sexy girls driving race cars?
It's a racing anime. Yeah, I've heard some of my friends from What Do You Say Anime talk about this one.
Sexy chicks driving race cars. That is a premise me and Nom can get behind. But
Yeah, you
there's
should have just
two,
led with that one.
there's two things we need to change. One, they need to be drifting down mountains in Japan. And two, there needs to be Eurobeat.
Yep.
I mean, there might be. Well, this is
No,
like
there's not. That's Formula One looking shit.
Eater Lay or whatever. That's like French or some shit, ain't it?
Yeah, it's probably like Formula One racing.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like
He's like, ain't that the same thing?
pretty much. I mean,
Bro,
NASCAR, same thing.
first off, you've seen Talladega Nights. You've seen the difference between NASCAR and Formula One. You've seen the difference
Just because I've
between
seen them
Ricky
doesn't mean
Bobby
I care enough to differentiate them.
and the French guy whose name I can't remember. You've seen the difference between those two. The Japanese street racers are just fucking delinquents.
Yeah, but I'm excited for this still. Um, like even though the trailer doesn't like, you know, make the best hype, especially for probably like the fan base. I'm sure they're like disappointed, but we've seen trailers, hype up shows and be good, and then the anime be shit. No Katan, for example, and we've seen it the other way around. So we'll see.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I don't think this is one I'm going to check out off rip, but if you come back week 4 or 5 and you say it's worth watching, I'll probably get it on the radar.
Yeah, like I said, it depends on the story for me because I'm going into it. I know the animation isn't going to be like Mushoku Tensei level, and
Let's
so
top
like yeah, yeah, like they done a really good job with that one. If only we could have like Mushoku Tensei level animation with this kind of story, I think this would be hitting. You know what I mean? And I don't even know nothing about it, so but that's all I got for that one. I think it's going to be a good wait and see how it goes, kind of thing. So
Awesome. I guess I'll go next. So the first show I have on my radar, it's one I'm very excited for. It is a season 3. After this show, you're gonna see a trend, a very specific trend, and Tyler's gonna hate it, but that's fine. So the first show I'm really looking forward to is Fire Force season 3. I've been waiting on this shit for a long time. I think I've rewatched Fire Force probably like 5 or 6 times at this point. It's just so good as like a weekend binge because the fighting is god tier. Like the sound effects are on par with Naruto, in my opinion, which is gas. I'm not going to go too much into the plot due to the fact that Nam is gearing up to watch this, and I'm doing him a
Thank you.
solid. But
Appreciate that.
we got pyrokinetic, aka firefighters, who can fucking control fire using innate abilities, different levels, super sick. There's some bad guys. They also control fire. And they turn people. Oh, sorry. There's people who are infernal. They randomly go infernal. So they turn into like these demonic fire monsters. And the firefighters fuck them up. And the fighting's gas. And I'm really excited for this one. Shinra is going to go ham. He's already going ham. He pushed past his limits last season to bring back an oldie but a goodie for the Degen fans who have been here for a long time. They know. And I'm just really excited to see it. David Production has been bringing the heat with this. If you haven't watched Fire Force, but you watch JoJo's, same studio. So give you an idea of the caliber they can bring. And I'm just really excited. It's the final season. So if you haven't watched it, now is the time, because then you never have to wait for a season again, which is the perfect time to start an anime, by the way.
you will have
Tyler.
to wait for a season because it's going to be
Oh,
split
it's too
cower.
short. That's fine. It's like a season in between. That's fine.
No, it's not. You
I
got
thought
to
it was
wait
a
a
season.
year. No, it's winter, January 2026 is the next one. Dad just got so mad he threw his headphones off and
And
smashed them.
broke them. Where did that go?
But yeah, it's actually going to be spring 2026, or not spring 2026, but January 2026 for the second cower.
I'll fix those in a bit. They're working for now. Yeah. These aftermarket ear pads just decided to fly off my headphones. I've never done that before, but that deserved it. I am pissed.
I don't even know what happened. I just looked up because I heard a lot of commotion. And I see Dan doing something with his
Just freaking. I went to pretend to throw them, but caught my mic mount, and the fucking thing just went zoom. They looked like Chaw fucking getting beat up by Miriam,
Oh,
dude.
come on. This is so mean.
But yeah,
Yeah, we got some
sorry to
action
burst your
coming.
bubble, Dan.
It's all good. I think I knew that, but I suppressed it.
Okay.
But if you're not going to start it now, you can start it in the fall.
Yeah, October maybe.
But yeah, high action, great backstory, great lore. Like, we got cults, we got religion, we got all that shit that everybody loves. And Nam, I'm really excited for you to watch it.
I'm probably gonna
I
try
got
to
a
watch
couple
it
other people
too.
too.
So
Oh, and again, a trend for Dan. Busty firefighter ladies.
I'm
Be
sure that's
prepared
gonna
For
be
Dan on that one.
that's gonna be Nom's favorite part. To be honest with you, probably.
There is some really shitty fan service, so I will warn you, Nam. There's one character. She has what they call a lecher lure, and she just drops her clothes all the time, so that's the worst part.
So
Okay.
don't watch it with your wife, I guess, maybe, unless she likes that kind of stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
You
no,
can-
watch it in the work break room is what I'm hearing.
Oh
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's one episode that's really bad.
Look,
But
HR doesn't really come in there, so and everyone there has been actually asking me to watch Fire Force, so like if anything, I'll have a crowd kind of blocking the rest of the view from everyone.
yeah,
Virgin Eyes will be safe.
there's one episode that is over the top. I skip it when I rewatch. I'm like, this has no bearing to the plot. I don't need to see this.
What season is it?
I think it's season 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Well, have
sure
some
you can
time.
probably tell by the title and description what
Yeah.
when you get to it probably. So
If it's like this episode's gonna focus on Tom. It's actually really funny the first time you watch it. Like, so uh, light spoiler, she drops her clothes every time she does anything. It's just what she does. And she runs into a bad guy who thinks she's really hot. And every time he tries to kill her, she drops her clothes and he gets nosebleeds. And he like trains to survive this by watching porn, going to whore houses, all this shit. But
Oh, so
he can't
it's
beat
like
it.
that one guy, Dead
He,
Man Wonderland.
he can't defeat it.
I
Okay.
mean, you got to do what you got to do. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
respect the grind, you know?
Yeah, yeah, big time.
Yeah,
But
if you
yeah,
know what your weaknesses are, you can work on them.
but to end, if you have watched Fire Force, the trailers for this season look fucking insane. So if you haven't seen them yet, check them out. Light spoilers in trailer 2, but holy fuck, dude, they turned up the animation. It's gonna be awesome.
Hasn't it been like 3 or 4 years since the last Fire Force? So
Yeah, we were like, the fan base was really concerned that it wasn't gonna get animated.
like ReZero, like they did with ReZero, I guess.
Yeah, so very similar to that. But I've already been spoiled. Like I know the ending. I know like all that shit, but it's fine because the
Okay.
animation and fights are so good that I'm cool with it. Like I'm still gonna enjoy the shit out of it.
I heard it
Heck
has a
yeah.
really good dub too. So
Yeah, the dub. I actually watch it dubbed if I rewatch it. I've watched it both ways, but when I rewatch, I watch it dubbed because, frankly, I don't got time for subtitles when I'm rewatching shows.
I
For like the
don't
fifth
blame
time, I'm probably gonna end up rewatching this in the next week. Like I have to travel for work a shit ton, so I'm probably gonna end up watching this in the plane. Cool, but
Hell
that's all I got.
yeah.
I'm gonna hand it back to or hand it off to Nam for the first time. And while you're talking, I'm gonna fix my headphone really quick.
you.
Best of luck to you on that one.
John
But
Beret.
yeah. So for my first show, it's one that I'm super excited about. I'm pretty sure it was one that I picked as a dark horse, right?
You're
I think
asking
it
a
was
man that can't remember last week, Nom.
yeah,
All
I
right,
wish
you
I wish go ahead.
oh, you
What?
picked it as a dark horse last time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when it was first up, like when the first season came up, I'm pretty sure I picked this one as the dark horse.
I
Um
know you talked about it a lot, and when we done like the seasonal stuff, when we did them, and like the reviews or whatever, you talked about this a lot. I think this was like your favorite anime that season, if I'm not mistaken.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of really didn't have a lot of expectations going into it. Why is my camera blurring out now? Hello? Um, but we're just gonna roll with it. So we get actually Windbreaker season 2. So I'm super excited about that. And basically the official description is the second season of Windbreaker.
Of course.
Thankfully, there is a trailer, and we do get to find out that Cloverworks returns for the next school fight. This is Keel versus Bofarin. And it looks to be like it's an all out brawl where Bofarin is outmatched, at least in
Numbered.
terms of numbers.
Yeah, outnumbered. I don't know if they're outmatched.
Yeah. I just remember like the end of last season, I was kind of pissed because like they was literally on there, like they all got armed up, like they all got hopped up and they was walking and they was ready to go beat down some other school or whatever. And then they just like, it just ends. I'm just like, bro, are you kidding me right now?
Well, see, and here's the thing, right? Is that I have a feeling that this entire arc is just gonna be nothing but a big all out brawl, right? We're probably gonna get like 3 to 4 episodes of it building up to the brawl, and then the rest of
Talking.
it is probably gonna be the actual fighting.
I just hope it like stays like the same direction kind of feeling vibes that we got from season one, not just like straight up fighting, but actually like the fighting means something. You know what I mean? Because that's what Windbreaker done really good the last season is like the fights actually meant something, and like the words. I mean the fighting and the words that was happening during the fights, like they actually made the characters grow and it made you like them more or less or made you relate to them somewhat. So plus Cloverworks.
Yeah,
So Cloverworks killed this shit.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say, we do have Cloverworks back, and honestly, it's a really good sign for it. And everything as far as the trailer in this one looked really, really solid too. Like we're gonna get to see a lot more of that action. And even if they keep up that same energy from season one, it's gonna hit just as hard as it did in season one. Like there's no doubt in my mind. And it seems really like they're gonna push it even farther with this one because we get a few other new characters that we did get introduced to in season one. They didn't really play much of a role, but it looks like they're really gonna be stepping up this time now too. So it seems like yeah, we're probably in for like another big step up.
Yeah. Which they need to. They need to that's also one of the things that you know, Windbreaker done really well too is like they had like a bunch of characters and all of them got screen time and they actually meant something. So I'm
Yeah,
pretty
they did a
excited
really good
for it.
job.
Dan, you did watch this too, right?
yeah. So this is one that I didn't watch right away, and I was really happy I waited because I got to binge it, and this
Yeah.
was such a good binge that like I'll watch season 2 weekly, but with season 1, like I think I watched it. I had like I think I was going to California for work, so I had like 2 6-hour flights. So I just
Okay.
Oof.
watched it in like 3 days basically, like flight to Cali, flight home, and I was walking off that plane ready to fight everybody who didn't know how to take their fucking luggage out of a goddamn overhead bin and get off a plane. Like, it got me fired up, and that's what you want in, like, a good delinquent boxing, essentially, anime. Like, these kids reminded me so much like, this is just, like, new gen Yu Yu Hakusho without the spirit gun.
I'll take your
Yeah,
word on that. So
You should
yeah.
you gotta fucking watch Yu Yu Hakusho, goddammit.
Watch the older stuff first, Tyler. Stop watching all the new stuff. There's a lot less of the new stuff to watch than the older
I
stuff.
am. I'm watching Nana right now,
Oh,
and it
sorry,
was made in 2000s.
you're watching Dragon Ball? How's that going?
Well, I'm watching that too
How's
sometimes.
Initial D going?
I'm watching that too sometimes
How's Yu
too.
Yu Hakusho going?
I haven't started watching that, so
God damn it, Tyler.
maybe we could do like a first look on it or something. Watch the first 10
A
episodes or
first look
something.
at a show that came out in, like, 1993. Dude,
Maybe
you
we
were
could watch like the first 10 episodes or something one day and call it like the oldies or
dude,
revisiting the oldies or
I have
something. I don't
seen
know.
the first 10 episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho probably 20 times. I don't need to watch them.
Well, I'm just saying we could do that and talk
We'll do a
about it.
segment called Tyler's First.
Tyler loses his U card.
But
I'm telling you, we could do it for everything. Tyler loses his DBZ card. Tyler
Tyler
loses his Pokemon card.
He's
Tyler
watched
explores
Pokemon.
the realm of DBZ for the first time.
Tyler
Chelsea,
loses his
Chelsea.
initial D card.
Initial V card. Got him.
Well, do y'all have anything else hopping up Windbreaker? Because it's gonna be
All
fire.
I'm gonna
Go
say
ahead,
is
Dan.
you haven't watched season 1, fucking do it right now. Like, you're hearing this shit on Thursday. You got all weekend. You'll finish it. Trust me.
Yeah, easy.
Did you watch it dubbed, Dan?
No, I
or
watched
sub?
subbed.
I don't even know dub's out now. I was just curious.
It has to be
So
at this point.
yeah.
I picked it up like week 10.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I think I had to wait for like 2 episodes, which pissed me off.
Yeah, because you binged it all at once. So
Yeah.
Well, and then you got to like the best part too, where they're in the middle of the tournament at that point too. Like I think that was the final fight
Oh my
too.
god,
Was
is
those
that
final 2 episodes?
a tournament arc you say?
You watched it,
You
season
know
one.
what
Yeah.
else has great tournament arcs?
not Yu
Uh,
Yu Hakusho,
Yu
The
Yu
right?
Yu
fucking
Yu Hakusho.
granddaddy, the King Pooba of tournament anime Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, we got to figure out who's the new king of hell. Fighting tournament. We got to figure out who's this. Fighting tournament. Fighting tournament.
Sounds
Fighting
like
tournament.
Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball just had tournaments too.
Bro, Yu Yu
No, no, no,
Hakusho
no, no.
tournaments put fucking DBZ to shame.
DBZ tournaments had like the world tournament, and then they had the tournament of power.
And they
They
had
had
the cell
one
games.
tournament.
The
Well, I
cell
wouldn't
games
cons-
was kind of like a tournament.
No, that's more like the Olympics. That's not even that was more of like an actual world
That-
event, not a
That's
tournament.
fair. We have Usain Bolt. If anybody can beat him in a race, you win. And he happens to be a green space bug monster thing who's not from space, but he has genes of people from space.
Exactly. But yeah. Yeah, no, that is all I have though for Windbreaker.
Alrighty, I guess it's my turn now. I'm gonna talk about a show that I read like a few chapters of when it first come out a while back ago. It's gonna be called Witch Watch. We actually got a couple witch animes coming out this season, which is pretty fun. I'm gonna watch all 3 or 4 of them, whatever, however many of them there is.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. But yeah, Witch Watch, get it? But this is my, I guess, favorite one. This is the one that I think I'm gonna like the most, and it's basically Nico just finished her witch training, but she must choose a familiar to accompany her now. But unlike other witches, she chooses an ogre who is actually her childhood friend, whereas other people they usually choose like animals and stuff like that. And familiars, they have to obey the orders of the witches, or they turn into cow tiger hybrids, I guess. I don't know if that's like specifically him or everybody. I don't know. But not only that, but now they're stuck living under the same roof with no parents. The parents gone on a trip. And also, I failed to mention that Nico has a crush on her childhood ogre friend. And on top of all that, it's also prophesized that a disaster will befall Nico within a year. So the ogre basically has to kind of be her bodyguard and protect her or whatever or something like that. But I was watching like the trailer and stuff of this, and like it looks really funny. Like it says it's like a comedy, and it doesn't say like a romance, but it says it's a comedy. But why would it mention like childhood crush or like her crush, living with her crush and stuff if it's not gonna have like a rom com elements? So I'm pretty excited about that. And plus, like I don't know if y'all seen how great it looked, but it looked amazing. The trailer did. So they really went hard on this one. I think Bill Berry Animation Studios did it, and that's the same one that did Quintessential Quintuplets and 100 Girlfriends. So we're eating right now. So
So I have a super serious question for you.
yeah.
What the fuck makes this main character an ogre? He just looks like an average high school student.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe in this world, like they can change their appearance to seem more human like, Um, just like she's a witch or whatever. So maybe they can like maybe he can like change into an ogre, more ogre-ish style, or like have a horn come out or whatever, kind of like ogres do. I'm not sure. I like I said, I only read a couple chapters, and I don't think they really got into it, and it's been a long time ago. So, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm down to find out. So he's definitely the muscle, and it seems to be a very fun anime, and the trailer was very funny. So
Oh, so I'm guessing we just didn't see his cow tiger hybrid form in the trailer. Okay.
no, that only happens if he disobeys her, which I'm sure
Okay.
it's gonna happen. So
Yeah, but that makes sense. Like if you're an ogre, you're a cow tiger hybrid thing kind of deal, you know?
yeah, yeah, I don't know. I'm confused about this too because like, does any familiar that disobeys their owner, do they also turn into a cow tiger hybrid, or is it just the ogre that turns into a cow tiger hybrid? You know what I mean?
I'm sure
Um,
they turn into different things.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Uh,
he did grow horns. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, so I don't know. I'm not watching it for I guess I'm watching it because it looks very funny and it looks really good. The trailer does. So I think this is like going to be one of my top shows of the season, honestly. If I had to guess, just because it's right up my alley. It looks really good. So
Awesome.
that's all I got from Witch Watch. I know y'all ain't gonna watch it, but I'm gonna love it.
No, I
Wish
mean, I was intrigued by the trailer, so I'll probably check out a couple episodes.
I love to see it.
I'm gonna decline to start. You know, if Tyler would make another bet, maybe I'll watch it.
It's got to be
It
better than
it has
Rent
to
a
be better than
Girlfriend.
to rent a girlfriend.
Like
It has to,
I
right?
said, the animation looks good, bro. So
It's true. I mean, rent a girlfriend didn't have bad animation, but
no, it
they were
didn't. Yeah.
just, they weren't the girls weren't my type.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like many girls in this one though. Like, I
Yeah,
think,
she didn't look my type either. A very
yeah,
specific type. You guys have picked up on it.
but I do like girls like her. They're some of my favorite characters, so the fun ones. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm pretty excited for it. So
The
Awesome.
fun ones, he says.
yeah,
The fun ones have great jiggle physics, and I did not see jiggle physics in this one.
I can link you a trailer for a show that's airing right now that has great jiggle physics.
How's the plot?
That is the plot.
Ah,
The hair and the titties
you know what?
jiggle a lot.
I'm just gonna rewatch Golden Boy.
There
I
you
want to
go.
do that anyways.
Nom needs to watch that too.
You watch
So
Golden Boy now?
no,
Oh, you need to, dude. If you have some time this weekend, it's like what, 6 episodes?
Yeah, I've heard.
Oh, dude.
I've heard
me
several times over.
me and Ty last week was like just basically dogging him for not watching it.
Fuck
They were
yeah.
bullying me into it. Yep.
I'm gonna join that. I don't like to be a bully, especially a cyber bully, but
You
I'm gonna
bully me all the
berate.
time. What do you mean?
I don't bully you. I poke fun at you out of love.
Yeah, that's bullying with love then.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Tyler, maybe if you watch the shows we told you to watch, we wouldn't bully you.
I do watch them. Some. Just not
I have
all
been
of them.
telling I'm sorry, we're on episode 111, so it's 111 weeks. Oh, we're coming up on 2 years. I have been trying to get you to fucking watch Yu Hakusho for almost 2 years now.
You are right about that. That's like probably the only show that you could say that about that I haven't actually checked out once.
I think I talked about Yu Hakusho on like episode 2 or 3.
I'm sure you did. You and Bass both.
We
Like
One
saw
of the
some,
oldest shows, and you still haven't even bothered turning it on once, Tyler. One of
at
the
least
oldest talk shows.
I turned the live action on for a couple minutes
why the
Oh
fuck would
my
you do
god.
that? The
because
live
I was
action
bored one day.
doesn't have one of the best anime openings of all time, dude. Come on. Get your shit
Tyler.
together. Get your shit together. Go be a spirit detective. Okay.
Okay.
On to
Okay.
something not ghost related.
Okay.
We people are dead. So maybe there's ghosts, but everybody's dead. The show I'm going to talk about is Apocalypse Hotel. And to point out to Tyler, This is not a shonen. So suck on these nuts, bro.
Not a
Ooh.
shonen.
Not a shonen.
What is it? A seinen?
I don't know. I didn't look at the genre, but it's some kind of slice of life thing.
There's no way.
Yeah. I'm gonna mal it right now, dude.
I don't know. I don't believe you, bro.
Sci-fi.
And it's probably a shonen.
Bro, let me explain it and you're gonna agree
Okay.
it's not a shonen. So this is made up by Game Pictures, great studio. It's gonna air on April 9th. I don't think we've talked about any air dates yet. Fire Force April 5th, this April 9th. So many years have passed since humanity vanished from Earth. Yet the Galaxy Tower Hotel in Ginza, Tokyo, Japan continues to operate. At the center of the staff is Yachio, a dedicated hotelier robot, along with other employee robots working tirelessly in various departments. Together, they spend what feels like an eternity maintaining the hotel, despite having no guests. As they wait for the return of their owner and the day humanity reappears, now a small miracle is about to change everything for my robot friends.
You know why this isn't a shonen? Because it's an original.
I just read nothing that would appeal to teenage boys.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true too. I'm just saying it's original.
But I'm super interested in this show. So as you guys have heard, I work in robotics. And like part of like the big picture for every robotics company is to take robots from being a tool used in factories and like job applications to bringing them into your everyday life. And I know they work at a hotel, but that is like a people facing role. It's not doing a task repetitively or something like that. So I'm super interested to see how the robots act in this, to see if they actually act like you think a robot would act, or if the AI is so sophisticated they act like people. There was a robot like basically crying in the trailer, so I think we're leaning more towards the second, but they had a lot of really weird looking visuals with like numbers on eyes and all this stuff and looks super cool. But this one just has me really intrigued. I also love post-apocalyptic shows. Oh my god, I'm thinking of the name in Japanese and I can't pronounce it.
Uh, what
Uh,
apocalypse?
the one that was on Hulu.
Oh, Heavenly Delusions.
Yeah, I'm saying that like Dengaiko Tai
Yeah,
something. Heavenly Delusion.
Tengaku.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I love that show. That was actually, I think that was like, I think I
I think
said
it's
it was
like
my favorite show of last year.
Tengakyo Damyu or something. I think
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, something like that. And like one of my favorite shows from last year. I'm just a space cadet because I've been working with robots a lot all week,
Yeah,
and I'm super cool for like the combo of two premises I really like and find intriguing, and how it plays out. This isn't my normal kind of watch, but this is one that I'm definitely going to check out based on that.
yeah.
And it
I'm
looks
also
really,
interested in this too. So just because like it feels like slice of lifey.
yeah.
Uh, so
I
and
think
post
with,
apocalyptic too. So
yeah, I think with the sci-fi genre, we're gonna kind of like maybe start slice of lifey with their everyday life managing this hotel, but then it's gonna get really fucked up,
yeah,
and
especially with it being original too.
that's what I'm hoping happens. Because then I'm super interested. Like they had one human potentially in the trailer show up, and I think that's where shit's gonna kind of go off the rails, and I hope it does because I'll be really excited for that. But the animation looked fantastic.
Do you know why it looked fantastic?
Studio Side Games, bro.
Because this is the same studio does Uma Musume. That's why it looks so fantastic.
I mean,
Horse girls go burr.
well, they go nay, but
Hey, did you topic change real quick? Have you ever watched Pluto yet?
I have not watched Pluto because
You should watch Pluto. You really should.
it's on my list. I just never go on Netflix.
All I'm saying is robots. You're sitting here talking about robots, sci-fi, all this other shit. Pluto, bro.
It
Like,
has been on my list, and I
yeah.
literally have it like saved on Netflix, like at the top, basically, or whatever you can do. But I never open the app because think Netflix is trash. So I never open the app, so I never watch it.
Next time you ask for recommendations for airplanes, I'm gonna remember to tell you Pluto. Download Pluto on Netflix. So
I'm pretty sure like the 4.99 Netflix subscription I have doesn't let me download things.
it's fine. You can probably
'Cause
download it.
I went to watch Orb and I was like, oh, I can't download this. Or like I had downloaded something else and I couldn't download. I don't know.
Netflix has a 4.99 option. That's insane.
I have ads, dude.
Maybe
We
I'll
don't-
let you log into my account one time or something
We just
before it kicks you out.
like me and my wife just don't watch anything on Netflix anymore. So like,
I
why
got
would
you.
I pay $22 a month? It's fucking ridiculous.
It's
Um,
absolutely insane.
but something I think is really cool about this is so I mentioned Fire Force. I thought that was the last manga that Okubo was gonna do. Turns out he also wrote Apocalypse Hotel, which is like a super big change from Soul Eater and Fire Force. And that also has me really excited. Probably gonna be his last manga. I'd assume most people don't write more than 3, especially at the length of those two. But I'm really excited for that. I think it's gonna be super interesting, and we're getting on a trend where I'm gonna talk about robots for the rest of the episode.
I mean, I'm down for it if it's interesting robots. So, uh,
There's one you might find interesting.
I mean, I found this one interesting. So,
There's one you might find really interesting. I know Krieger would find it interesting.
oh, okay, yeah, I got you. Uh, well, I think it's Nom's turn now, ain't he?
It would be my turn. And for my next show, it's gonna be um Wish.com Demon Slayer.
Very nice.
Sorry, it's called Sword of the Demon Hunter. And this one here is done by Yokohama Animation Laboratory.
I'm sorry, what? The fuck have these
Yokohama
people done?
Animation Laboratory.
They've done a few
Um
shows that I like. Okay,
well, that's good because I have no idea what most of them are.
yeah,
What?
they done this one, the Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. It was pretty good, and Witch and Beast. You know, it could have been better, but the animation was pretty good. So,
What in the fuck is this Great Value Evangelion looking thing?
but I do agree with you, Nom. I watched like the first 10 seconds of this trailer, and I was like, "What in the Demon Slayer, bro?"
Yeah, the only difference is that instead of Nezuko being like a demon zombie, this Nezuko is not a demon zombie. She just has a demon eye.
Even better, even better.
Wait, is this the baddie with the white hair and the red eyes?
Yes.
I'll bet.
I'm pretty sure this one is it. Or wait, no. That's the honorable mention.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because of all the face paint and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. When we watch like 17 trailers in a row, they all start to blend together, like with like the potentially mid shows.
Yeah, the
Well, the
sister
other
here is
problem
like
too,
black haired.
I
So
was
Oh,
gonna say the problem with these next two shows, like this one and my honorable mention, my first honorable mention, is that they're both kind of set in like the same period of time, and they both deal with like a kind of common weaponry. So yeah, those all just definitely blended together. But this
uh,
one here, it's a show about a demon girl who's actually adopted into a family, and we get to learn a little bit more about the life and stuff like that. Oh, you're gonna be part of our family. I'm Susan A. But that's when we learn that demons basically live for thousands of years, and essentially the father was a member of the Sentinels, as they called them, and they were basically like peacekeepers, right? Protected the land and their family and stuff like that. And so it seems like the story of this one is going to be where the main character goes on a quest to
I'm sorry,
try
no. I'm
and
not
save his
laughing
sister,
at you.
the
I'm
cat.
not laughing at this at all. I'm laughing at the fact that your cat is just like slowly going in and out of your background. And it looks like
Yeah.
you have a giant gray afro.
That's what I was gonna say. It looks like he has an afro, bro.
I didn't know we were
Oh,
having a guest on the podcast today, guys.
I was gonna say, what was the Afro Luffy again?
Bro, Luffy.
Yeah, there we go. So I'm Afro Nom today.
There you go.
Oh, ladies
Not
and gentlemen,
anymore.
this is why you got to check out the YouTube because you get to see Num's cat
Occasionally.
Um,
and
yeah.
Tyler's anime figurine collection that grows every time and changes places. I've
Well,
noticed Shanks has taken over the top of the PC.
well, I if
And everyone else
it,
is now covering the front of the PC, so you can't see inside of it anymore.
well, you missed out on some stuff. My computer was going crazy, and I had to like clean it
Because
and
you covered the
reinstall.
fans with
But like,
plastic.
I don't have a case on it right now, cover
Oh, that's
on it.
fine. Those character.
So, yeah, I ain't put it back on there yet. That's why they're all everywhere right now, and only Shanks sits at the top where he belongs.
He's a
He,
fucking
he's
rat, dude.
he's fought everyone else off at this point.
Shanks is a
Um,
fucking rat.
hold up. It's someone else.
Whoa!
Okay, someone else. It's
But
actually Bon Clay impersonating him.
Okay. Good save. Good save. Good
Ah.
save. Really good save. We almost just had to break out the bleep, which we haven't done in a long time.
we've only done it
um.
once before.
I'm
So,
really excited for
anyways,
Egghead. I can't believe Dr. Vegapunk is so and so. Beep. Fucking Tyler.
but yeah, no. So essentially, though, back to Sword of the Demon Hunter. After we got way off topic, essentially, though, it does seem like the main character is going to go on a quest to try and become one of these Sentinels, so that way he can actually protect his new demon sister. Literally, great value demon slayer.
I wonder if this dude cries.
I probably a lot. I have a feeling though that like they're probably going to focus a little bit more on the story with this one as opposed to necessarily like just the action. Because with Demon Slayer, right, Nezuko, well, she's very near and dear to everyone. She is basically just a mindless demon for much of everything that we've seen, right? So leading into this one though, the demon girl being adopted into the family is just a little girl who happens to have a demon eye. So who knows how deep that influence is, right? But she's able to still talk, feel, be social. She's just a little girl at the end of the day. And I think that they're going to really lean more into that aspect too going into it.
Yeah, I'm not super interested in this. I ain't gonna lie, but like Dan's been saying, if Nam if Nam actually watches this and comes back and says, "Hey, man, this is more than a budget value brand Demon Slayer," then I might check it out. I see that it's got a Sayori Hayami in it, which is a very good voice actor. Uh, so that's promising, And like the trailer, the animation and stuff didn't look too bad, honestly. Like it actually looked better than the Journey Before the End or whatever the anime that I had. Um, so I don't know. You have to let me know, Nam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, for sure.
Let me know when they say Hinokami Kagura, and then I'll pick it up.
I got you. Don't worry.
Are you finished with your show, Nam?
Yeah,
Demon
yeah. I
Slayer?
mean, there's not really like a whole lot that I can really say about this one. I mean, it's literally just it looks like budget Demon Slayer. So
Yeah, I
go
agree.
ahead, Take it away with your first honorable mention there, Tyler. I'm gonna go grab something to drink.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I have been staring at an empty beer can, and let me tell you, I'm a little thirsty.
Dan didn't bring his backups with him today.
I
He
didn't.
forgot them.
I only wanted. I was like, I'm gonna have one. Just like get out of work, relax. I'm waxing snowboards, doing a lot of work, breaking a sweat, trying to get all that wax off it. I was like, beer sounds nice.
There you go. Well, like Nam said, we're gonna get into some honorable mentions now. And my first one's gonna be called "Me and the Alien Moo Moo." And basically, this alien cat comes down to Earth to learn about our technology, more specifically, our home appliance technology. And this is going to lead to a fun show about everyday adventures of Moo Moo and Sakurako, and what they can get into while they're on Earth. And I'm sure Moo Moo would love to meet Nam since he's the CEO of Micro Center. He could probably hook him up with some really good home appliance technology.
What?
We don't sell
Micro
fucking
Center
like.
sells computer parts.
Best
What
Buy
makes you
sells
think
computer parts too, but they also sell home appliance technology.
No,
we have zero stoves, no fridges,
bro.
no dishwashers,
Listen,
no
are you a good?
microwaves.
I got a question for you. Are you a good salesman, Nam?
I can sell the shit out of anything. I can't sell
Oh,
something we don't have.
So
I
can
can.
you sell a keyboard to an alien cat and make it a home appliance?
Dude, I'll
Can
sell
you,
him the $500 Asus one. It's got a screen on it.
and can
Just
you can you sales pitch it to make it seem like it's an appliance, bro? That's all that matters.
there's a
Yeah,
very
dude.
simple thing
Plug
here
it
you
into
do.
something and it makes it work better.
That's it. He's got the Samsung fridge with the touchscreen,
There you
but
go.
he's too short to reach the touchscreen.
Exactly.
So Nam
There
can
you go.
tell him a mouse that can have a pointer on the touchscreen.
Yeah, dude, I'll sell him like the fucking
Logitech G
$130.
Pro Super Light X something.
No, I was gonna sell him like the $130 Demon Slayer fucking mice collaboration that we've got going on.
So Tyler, I watched this trailer,
Yes.
and I understand he's an alien cat,
Mm-hmm.
but why is he dressed for a 9 to 5 job as a salaryman?
Because, when you go to places that you've never been before, right? Like different cultures, right? You want to participate in those cultures, correct?
So why isn't he wearing a kimono?
When you go to Germany,
German E.
Do I wear? Are you asking me when I go to Germany if I wear lederhosen? Because the answer is certainly no.
No,
Like,
when
they
you
don't
go to
do that
Germany,
outside of Oktoberfest.
you visit the pubs and drink the in-house whatever the hell they got, right?
Well, they don't call it a pub, my friend.
Well, whatever
They
they
don't call
it,
it a whatever the hell they got.
you participate in their culture, do you not?
It's a brewhaus, and I'm getting a.
But you don't participate in 100% of their culture, just some of it.
So
The cat is doing the same thing. They're participating in, the culture of where he or they visited, but they're not participating in all of it. So,
super serious question with this.
yeah.
Why is like I understand I said salaryman, I might have led you to where you are today, but every culture with business, you get up high enough, you wear a tie. Not so much today, but that has nothing to do with Japan.
Yeah, Japan, like they wear ties a lot. So,
Yeah. But they do in a lot of places.
well, what's your question? I'm confused.
I want to know why he's wearing a tie. It just seemed out of place.
I guess I will let
He's a
you
very
know when I
professional
find
cat.
out.
Okay,
Because
he's a very professional cat. He means business. He wants people to know.
He
So he
came
wears
to
a tie.
America on business. He's starting an appliance store on his home planet of Nyan Nyan. So
Well,
he had to show up ready to sell or to buy.
it makes sense. It makes sense because why
See?
would they send anybody, just anybody down to Earth to Japanese Japan.
I sent this cat to Japanese.
Tyler.
Why would they send just any cat down to Japan? You know, it has to be somebody that has experience. Like, it's probably a salesman cat, right?
Can somebody check on Tyler and make sure he's not having a stroke real quick before we continue on any further?
I've been having
'Cause-
a stroke for a year now.
Today, Junior.
Yeah, I've been having one of those for a while now. It's fine. I've got used to the symptoms, so um but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things that are questionable about this one, and it feels like a fun time. Uh it's just like talking alien cat doing crazy stuff down here on Earth. I wish the trailer was subtitled because that
I had
would
no
probably
idea
make it
what's
even
going on.
better. Yeah. We found like a little short video on YouTube, like kind of explaining it a little bit better, I guess. But it looks interesting enough. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm hoping that it's half as good as like Kinoku Inu was, Mushroom Pup was from last season.
You're
So
welcome.
yeah, and thanks to Dan for that.
I never watched
Um,
it.
but this is also Studio OLM too, so like it's
Oh,
actually it
Pokemon.
should look pretty good. You know what I mean?
They've
So
got a lot of work with creatures on their hand.
They've
yeah,
done
so
so many Pokemon.
I'm
Over 1,000 of them now at this point.
yeah, I'm expecting a very chaotic and full of shenanigans show with this one. Which is kind of what Mushroom Pup gave us. So I'm hoping for something of the same level with this. So, but I guess we'll see. I'm very interested in it, and hell, Nam might check it out since he's a cat. You know, he enjoys cats so much. So
We did confirm that this episode.
yeah,
That was a big fucking shaggy looking cat, dude.
Yeah, that's my fat cat.
Did you gotta
Um,
vacuum your house? Because that thing's got a shed, right?
oh,
he,
probably.
he doesn't actually shed that much. And luckily if you catch him with the brush soon enough, you can typically get it all off because for some reason, unlike a normal cat where like you can really only pet them like one way and then they're super picky and they don't want to be touched after like 3 pets. Um I can sit there and take like both my hands, just go like literally just
Like a
rub my
dog.
hands into his fucking
Like
fur
a
and he just like
fucking magic lamp.
exactly, and he's just like getting all into it and he like plops down on his side and I can just rub his belly for like a good 5 minutes and he's just like
That's
spread
a
eagle on the ground.
that's a good cat.
I
You
love
know.
Dude,
that.
he's just living his best life.
I love that. My cat hates to be picked up, but like you can literally just like put a finger on her and she starts purring and it sounds like a fucking Ferrari.
Yeah.
She
Yeah, so
senile as
my
fuck.
my smaller cat, there was a good like 3-week period, maybe even like 2 month. Basically, I would get home from work, I would pick him up, and I would just carry him around, and I would just be like petting him rigorously. And this is like my slender cat, right? Not the big one because I can't hold him that long. Um, but this one, like he would just sit there and eat it up. He would lay in my arms for like a half hour if he could.
Hell yeah. Well, enough about cats. Should we get on to more robots?
Yeah, let's do
Yes.
it.
Awesome. Next show I got on my list for a little honorable mention. The only reason I didn't talk about this is frankly I've talked a lot about Gundam and I wanted to hold off on it, you know. So I got Gundam GQX. I don't know how to pronounce that yet. We'll figure that out. But I'm really excited for this. It's a little different, you know, it's a little departure from the normal Gundam thing we see. So the one thing that has me really interested with this one is it's Studio Sunrise, who owns the Gundam IP pretty much, but is also with Studio Kara. And they've done some really intriguing shows to me that make this interesting. Specifically, Kaiju number 8.
Oh, okay.
So this is Gundam animated by the studio that did Kaiju number 8.
I thought Production IG did Kaiju.
Oh, sorry, they're a producer. You're right.
Oh,
I'm looking at
okay.
this one. So they produced Kaiju number 8. They also produced Darling in the Franxx, but they animated Evangelion,
Okay.
which
Okay.
is one of the best mecha anime you could ever watch. Quick premise. I'm gonna read the first line from the synopsis because I thought this was hilarious. Amate Yuzuriha is a high school student living peacefully in a space colony floating in outer space. Did you guys know
No
that space
way.
colonies exist anywhere besides outer space? Good fucking
Dude.
job, Al. Whoever wrote that. Oh, the source is the official site. So good for fucking Gundam here. Great job, guys. I had no idea space colonies were in outer space. But the
Well,
whole
we're talking about anime, so it could have been an isekai, bro. You know, it could have been like a vending machine or whatever,
it,
right?
yeah, so instead of it's a story that takes place in a space colony, but the space colony was reborn into a fantasy world.
And they're like actual dungeons instead of like space colonies in
But
space.
it literally says they're in a space colony. So like the whole space colony is just living in a dungeon.
Okay,
Um,
interesting.
but I'm really excited for this one because it kind of departs from the normal Gundam vibe. You know, I love Gundam for like the politics, the military, space battles, the classic space versus Earth battle we get. You know, the colonies are looking for independence, all this shit. This is just basically cockfighting with robots. It's underground cage matches and people gamble on that shit. And I'm fucking in, dude. That is an awesome premise. I can't wait to learn how to pronounce this anime because I have no idea what GQUX is, but I'm fired up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna say a whole lot about it because y'all know my stance on
You might like this
mechas.
one though. You
So,
might like this one.
well, I gotta watch Witch and the Mercury or whatever the hell it is, Mercury
No,
Witch first before I watch any other one.
I
So
would watch this over that.
I don't know about it.
I
Tyler, Tyler, you still have like 17,000 other anime that you need to watch first.
and
All
about
right, just
40
listening
40.
to us.
There's about 47 better Gundam series than The Witch from Mercury or whatever the fuck it was.
By the way, I looked up what it is pronounced as, and it's GQ Akusu.
I
That
didn't
is
know.
not how you spell akusu.
That's what I was about to say.
I'm just telling you what the official Gundam Reddit
Bro,
it says.
I'm about to change my gamer tag to UUUUUUX and just be like, "What's up, guys? My name's Akusu."
Yeah, it's like GQ Akusu. That is what the Reddit says. So
Well, thank you for doing some research I was too lazy to do. I really appreciate it.
Awesome.
But
we still
So
won't know the name next time we talk about it, by the way.
yeah, we're gonna
trail
forget literally in like 10 seconds.
trailer looked really cool. Animation looks smooth. I will say the Gundam fighting, the 2 seconds we got in the trailer did not look as good as previous Gundam fights. So I'm gonna have to see how that plays out.
I mean, the trailer does look pretty good. I skipped ahead like 40 seconds. All I've seen so far is a bunch of like cool looking
Character.
girls. So
What's up?
That's exactly why you should watch it, Tyler.
I mean, I'm interested now. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm pretty sure this is a cute girls doing cute things anime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why didn't you say
see?
that? Why didn't you say that?
They might
You
be
should have
doing
just led with it.
they might be doing cute things instead of giant robots killing each other, but you know, that's still pretty cute.
Dude, there's these girls saying, "Want to do a clan battle? Let's go!" And it just reminds me of
Wanna
like
let's get in the
Beyblade.
cage and fucking throw hands, dude. This is like some WWE shit underground.
I may be down for this. I ain't gonna lie. So,
Hell yeah. If you know what? If this is good and this is your introduction to Gundam, because it doesn't have the stuff you don't like. Like I think like I know you say you don't like robots, but you're blaming that on Fortnite and you can fuck right off for that. But
it's not really that I hate mechas. It's
it's you don't
that I
like the
hate
politics.
the everything that happens in the mechas.
Yeah,
So
like which I think is hilarious because you love the world building in Reincarnated as a Slime, and this is very similar. It's a lot of world
Yeah.
building in Gundam. So now
I don't know
now you're just a
when they start
hypocrite.
getting super political and Gundams and stuff, I start getting really confused and I lose interest really fast. That's the reason why I don't like mechas so much.
But
We
you can
can
sit through an entire season of slime meetings discussing a war that took 3 fucking seconds to
You
finish.
think I actually sit through that shit and did like just zone out? I don't give a shit what they said.
That's the whole premise of the show. You're like, I love world building, but I don't pay attention to it.
No,
I love world building. Wait a minute, this is the world. I'm gonna stop watching.
I like certain aspects of world building, not 10 episodes of meetings.
He likes the lady ogres, is what he likes.
They could have found a way in Slime to
Do
get
that
the
in an
point
episode.
across that the meetings had much quicker and a more unique way that made it more fun. But they did not. So they're just like, hey, we're just gonna have 10 episodes of meetings back to back to back to back with nothing else happening. And you think your fans are gonna stick with you through that?
Tyler
Probably
is
not.
just sitting there at those meeting episodes, just staring at Shion the entire time.
Or
Doesn't
the
surprise me.
which one is that? Is that the pink haired one?
No, that's the purple haired one. What's
Okay.
up?
I like the pink haired one
Yeah,
too. So.
she's more cute. You know, I think we both have a type here, and I'm a Shion guy, and you're a
Well, you already know. Like I like the pink haired ones. You know what I mean?
I'm a Shion guy. You're a Shuna guy. You know, it's and
Is that her name?
Shuna, yeah. And if I had to pick, let's see, who's the
No.
badass chick with the sword?
The Saint or whatever.
It's Hinata is her name, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I'm cracking up because I had to Google slime isekai characters to get this list so I could remember Shuna's name. And it says Hinata Sakaguchi, who is the saint. And it has a fucking picture of Hinata from Naruto.
So stupid. Good job, AI. Good job,
Good job, Google.
ChatGPT.
Fuck yeah, 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Jesus.
Interesting.
That's all I got for Gundam, though. We got sidetracked. Oh, it's what we do.
GQ.
Yes.
Whatever.
Akusu.
Yeah.
So for my first honorable mention, and I'm gonna keep it quick, is Teogonia. And this is being done by Asahi Production. And it's basically like a historical action fantasy adventure. And the main character is essentially Link. And he's got to fight a bunch of Ganons. But it kind of seems like there's a little bit more as he seems like glimpses into like a much more advanced life. Seems really cool though. A lot of like the medieval aspect of swords, villages, stuff like that. And then they kind of tease a little bit of magic as well. And you see like a lot of they call them I think goblins.
Oh,
Is
ogres.
what they detail them.
Oh,
Do they
pig
call them
people.
ogres?
The pig people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which are
they're-
ogres.
Ogres and monkey people.
Yep.
So we
So
got
that is it. And yeah, I'm just excited to see Link try and take down Ganon a bunch of times.
Bro, they need to make a Legend of Zelda anime like right now.
They're working on a live action movie.
That's great. But we know how that goes. I don't know how you're gonna have a good live action movie with a character who doesn't say anything but yeah.
It's fine. They will find a way.
Yeah,
They'll add
it's worked for them for
dialogue.
30 years as
Yeah.
it is.
I swear to God, if he doesn't jump off a cliff like 50 feet above, like 50-foot drop, and then just perfectly roll and not take any damage, like I'm out. Like they gotta pull that off, dude.
No, he'll take damage, but then you'll see a fairy come out and then like revive him.
Dude, I want the Ocarina of Time roll, man. Like you just jump off you're like, fuck climbing down this ladder. Let me just time the roll.
Yeah, I watched the trailer for this, and this actually looks pretty decent as far as trailers go. So, however, like I'm more excited for the Demon Slayer one because this one looks very generic. I ain't gonna lie. Like looks like very generic fantasy type shit going on. And I don't know if I'm ready to see something like that unless it's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, they really tapped into the fantasy trope with this one.
this studio's done some great work. I'm seeing at least like 4 Hello Kitty anime, so big hopes for this one. Very excited.
But it also
Oh
done
yeah.
what is it called? Magical Girls, the etchy from on High Dive, remember?
That's not my magical girls.
Gushing magical yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
what's up? I didn't watch
Gushing
that.
over magical
I
girls.
saw enough clips from Krieger on Twitter.
Yeah. So they were
He's
the ones that
initiated
done
enough.
that.
So
So
they make peak. Hello Kitty and Etchy. We're good.
well, like I said, the trailer looked good. Like I think Nom, like for what he found, like he found some two very hidden gem esque ones, and both the trailers look really good. I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
I think I'm the
So
most excited for his third one.
oh yeah,
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 which honestly, I'm gonna get to real quick, just
yeah,
because honestly, the trailer gave away absolutely nothing, but
yeah.
that's not the most important thing, right? There's one thing that Dan noticed right away, and when he noticed it, I drew my attention to it, and it was the one thing that I noticed right away. And this show is called Catch Me at the Ballpark. Basically, cute girl pours beer at a ballpark.
Dude, this is my life if I was single and moved to Japan.
Yeah,
Like this
that,
is my anime. This is me. And
and that's pretty much literally the entire premise of the anime. Is like it starts off in the trailer. Would you like a beer?
yes. Yes, I would.
Dad wants one right now.
I, I'm getting thirsty just thinking about this show, dude.
I mean,
Yeah.
there was like a little bit of a thing where they kind of showed like a device in her backpack, right?
No, so what that is so in Japanese ballparks, they don't walk around with like the big
The coolers, yeah.
containers with a bunch of cans of beer in it. They have backpacks with mini kegs in them and they just fill your cup up.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
okay.
fucking incredible. We need that in America.
America's too lazy for that shit,
Bro,
bro.
I would if I could sit at some bullshit like AAA baseball game and have a cute girl walk up to me and pour me a beer out of her backpack, I would go to like 50 more AAA baseball games a year. Like I would go to like I would buy season tickets to like my local AAA baseball team.
I was
I'm
just
in.
gonna say you'd
I'm
be a
in.
season ticket holder.
I have one 10 minutes away. I would be in, dude.
No, are
And
y'all actually gonna watch this? Because I probably actually will check it out. I don't know if it's gonna hold me. If it's
I'm gonna watch
funny,
it.
if it's
So
funny, I'm down, but I
I
just don't know.
I think we got to hold off until we can all get together and we got to make a little drinky game out of it. Every time she says, "Would you like a beer?" We need to
No,
we need to take a sip.
one, I
Okay.
don't drink like that, but then two, I'm also not gonna wait, only because again, it has to do with baseball.
That's fair.
I wonder how
I
much
mean,
baseball is actually in it, though. Nom, come on now.
I'm
It
gonna
takes
find
place
out
in a
for you
baseball
guys.
stadium, dude.
You really think that there's gonna be very many shots of them actually playing the game? I think it's all gonna
Yes.
be about the stadium.
Tyler, do
'Cause
you realize how big baseball is in Japan?
I'm just saying,
Massive.
we know what the selling point is here, and it's not baseball.
That's
Yes,
fine.
but to the Japanese community, baseball is so huge. They literally host the MLB season opener every year for the past 3 years, and they are continuing to do so. They just finished today.
Oh, okay.
Well, technically yesterday in Japan, but they
And
just finished the 2-game series.
yeah, like the MLB like is so big in Japan that if you look at home plate, I think it's still this. If you look at home plate at Yankee Stadium, they have ads behind it, like the banner ads behind home plate are literally Japanese manufacturers.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not big into baseball, but I'm definitely down
Nintendo
to check this out though.
Nintendo literally has a stake in the Seattle Mariners since the 90s.
Yeah.
Pick the wrong team.
Like,
Um,
the Seattle Mariners are literally just a Nintendo property at this point.
So, Nom, since you like baseball, we're sidebarring really hard right here. Have you watched Oblivion Battery?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was like, you would love that show if you haven't.
Dude, I fucking did.
He tried to
So
pitch
much.
it so hard to me.
I enjoyed it, dude. It was really good. Tyler, you would love it.
Yeah,
Also,
but it's
shout out
baseball.
Nipple Hair. Shout out Nipple Hair.
Yeah, yeah.
I
We
fucking
did
that's the only thing I hated about it.
we did watch
Oh
like
god.
I did watch like 3 episodes for like a watch party one time. I think Nom came and watched too, but it
Yeah.
seemed okay. It's just like I don't know nothing about baseball, bro. You know what I mean? So
It's not so much about the baseball. It's like the character overcoming
yeah,
his
all the baseball
amnesia
things. Yeah.
and doing everything with his friends and stuff like that. And then like all the rivals getting together to actually create this super team now all of a sudden.
I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, maybe one day I'll watch it. I got a whole list of stuff that y'all want me to watch. So, but
Maybe one decade you'll get around to these
yeah, I
shows that
need
we
more
keep
time, bro.
recommending
I ain't
you.
gonna lie, I need more time.
You need to stop
Um,
watching so many different anime.
you want me to? You tell me not to watch as much anime, but you tell me to watch more anime.
Well, no. We're telling you to not watch and you watch about
New.
20 shows a season, and probably 7 of those are mid or below.
I usually drop them if they're
What?
mid. You know,
So instead of just starting those, just start the shows we're talking about.
I think
Not
I
to
have like,
mention,
huh?
right? You have some of these shows which are like, 100 episodes, 200 episodes long, right? Some of them even are like, you know, 500 if you count all the iterations of it. Dragon Ball. Um, if you start those and you actually finish those, by the time that you're done with those, Tyler, you want to know how many seasons of the shows that you're missing now are going to be out? One. You can watch that in a day.
Yeah, about that. You know, I can't watch 500 episodes, same thing anymore. I
You
just
can, you
can't.
just don't want to.
That's true. That's true. So I could be forced to do it.
What is your next honorable mention, though, Tyler?
Uh, so I'm not gonna really go too hard with it. Since we've been talking for a minute, I got 2 honorable mentions. One of them is gonna be one of these mid shows that y'all be talking about probably, but I think I'm gonna enjoy it. It's called A Ninja and an Assassin Under One Roof, and this seemed like very funny because it's got a ninja and assassin living in the same place or whatever, and I watched the trailer. It's like English subbed, and it's done by Studio Shaft as well. And
Good
like,
studio.
yeah, and it's like really, really pretty and animation, but it was kind of like a really funny trailer. Like the good premise. They're just trying to help each other out with their respective assassin slash ninja fields, covering up. The ninja helps her cover up dead bodies and stuff like that. So I don't know how long I'll watch this one until it gets boring, but I'm definitely gonna check it out. And another one called Moonrise, and this is more interesting. This is like a sci-fi action thriller. The animation looks pretty good, honestly. And according to the trailer, like the trailer came out like 2 years ago, so they've been making this for over 2 years now, apparently, or something like that. And it's being done by Wit Studio for Netflix. It's going to be like an ONA, and that kind of gets me excited because like that's what Pluto was, you know. And look at what Pluto did. And the same thing with this one is like I read a quick synopsis. In a not too distant future, humanity has established a loosely organized world government with everything managed by international AI network called Sapienta or whatever. People live peaceful lives by loyally obeying its rational decisions. However, Sepianta's lunar development project, which sends criminals and pollutants to the moon to maintain Earth's peace, creates disparity and poverty uh, on the moon, sparking a catalyst for war. Jack gets caught up in this conflict after losing his family to terrorist bombing by the Moon Rebels army. Vowing revenge, Jack joins the Earth army as a scout on the moon, only to discover an unexpected leader among the resistance forces. I ain't gonna lie, this sounds good. It looked good. It looked like a lot of guns doing things, kind of like Star Wars type shit. You know what I mean? Uh,
Tyler,
yeah.
I want you to apologize to me right now.
Yes. I'm sorry, Dan.
This is literally the plot of 90% of Gundam shows.
Yeah,
I
except
don't
it
want
looks
to
like
start Gundam. Gundam's so mechas. It's
I'm
got a
not.
lot
Oh,
of politics.
the moon colony gets mad and wants to fight the Earth. Oh, I don't like politics and war.
But see,
Oh,
the thing is like I don't know if I'll like this or not, since it is like space and sci-fi. Like that's iffy for me. And like you just said, like it does sound like a lot of politics going on. So I don't know if I like it, but I don't think a lot of people know about this.
it's
Because
fair.
it's hidden under the ONA section. So people like y'all, like the listeners, I think that they need to know about this because the trailer looked good and it's by Wiz Studio and it seems interesting. It's one of the better looking shows that we actually watched tonight, trailer wise.
I
So
think it's really enjoyable that this is essentially the telling of the British sending all their criminals to Australia, but space.
yeah, so I think a lot of people should check this out when it comes out on Netflix. Because I feel like a lot of people are going to enjoy it. Whether I be one of those, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be one of those or not. So, but
Awesome.
I think Dan would enjoy it, and Nom probably. So,
Yeah, they're right up my alley.
yeah.
Speaking of space and battles, I have 3 more shows on my list. 2 of them are serious, but the last I had to keep the trend going. So the first one I have is I'm the evil lord of an intergalactic empire. This is like a weird isekai thing. Dude dies, gets born into a rich family, blah 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 blah. But I didn't look too much into it. I watched the trailer. It had a lot of bodacious ladies. But basically it's mechas and it's a harem, so it's a Gundam isekai with a harem. So I'm in. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I mean, why not? You're watching Power Ranger Isekai, so same thing, right?
No, that's really funny. I'm not gonna lie to you.
This
And
looks
then
pretty funny, so
yeah, but he doesn't do random poses and explosions come out of nowhere and some people flying. That is some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life, dude. It's just making so much fun of Power Rangers. The next one I got is Miru Past the Future. So this is about time traveling robots. There's a lot of CGI in this trailer. It looked horrendous.
Oh no.
But it's another mecha anime. Basically, the robot doesn't have any weapons, so they travel back in time to end wars, doing peaceful shit. Blah 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 blah. But the CGI looked really bad. And then the final one I have, shout out. This is going to be a Creek show, 100%. I have Machina-san, which is also about robots. But basically, the premise is a girl from guy's high school or something moves in, and it turns out she is a sex bot. So we got more robots.
Yeah.
So
So,
I will be watching Robots and Fire Force next season. I
are
don't
you
know about
actually gonna
everybody else.
watch this Machina-san?
It's probably on High Dive, so no. But
Yeah, I don't
He's
know
not
what
gonna
it's
watch
on.
around anyone else.
and collectively we have 2 more shows we like to talk about. We like to be at the forefront of the anime world and tell our listeners what is out there for their viewing pleasure.
Specifically one listener dead.
Creegs, this is for you and for the rest of you horny fucks. Um, the first show that we had the pleasure of viewing the trailer, and I highly recommend you all check it out. It's Takamine-san.
Please put them on Takamine-san. I think it is.
And
Yeah, please put them on Takamine-san.
what I got from the trailer is there's a dude, and if he takes off and puts a girl's underwear on, she can, what was it, time travel, do some weird shit.
Yeah, like it's like it's called Eternal Virgin Road, and it allows her to redo past actions and achieve different results. And I think she uses this to pass tests and get good grades and like just
Keep her virginity intact.
be overall a model
Yeah,
student, I guess.
dude,
So
she is just plowing dudes, and she's like, "Can you put my panties back on?" And that never happened. That's why she's the eternal virgin. But holy fuck, dude, this trailer is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen on YouTube. Like, it is straight hentai.
I want to read this part of the synopsis. It says, while this might seem like a decent skill to have, Takamine must pay a price to activate it. She has to strip off a piece of her lingerie. After getting a perfect score on a test, Takamine begins to remove her underwear during class and is spotted by her average and weak-willed classmate, Kusha Shirada, who is bewildered by the sight. However, the very next instant, things reset and Takamine's test is now perfect. That pretty much sums up this anime.
Bro, this is literally porn. Like, this should not
Rip.
be on an
I
anime.
passed.
Like, this should be on the hub.
This
Like,
is probably gonna be on High Dive.
That's why
100%.
I dive.
this is beyond what I thought you could put on High Dive, dude. This is straight porn.
Yeah,
No,
like,
what I've understood is High Dive is basically just the Pornhub of anime.
Well, good
yeah, I
for
mean, it has
them.
the uncensored shit, so
This was just so ridiculous, though. Like, the trailer was literally like, there was
Yeah.
this. Was this the one that had the woman holding a box of condoms?
probably. I heard you talking about cigarettes and condoms.
Bro, it looked
So
like she had a box of cigarettes. Like, oh, she's just a horny girl who smokes. And then I like had to rewind, and she's literally has like a condom, like not like the
bro,
prophylactic portion, but like the wrapper, and you can clearly see the circle on it, like in her hand or in her mouth. I don't remember, but I was like, holy fuck. There was a scene in this where it had Takamine-san like on top of this poor boy who has to, get taken advantage of. And dude just had the fucking fattest erection. It's like between her legs, sticking out way past her ass. And I'm like, oh my God, this is literally porn.
Hey, the best thing about this though is that a show like this, it gets Leiden Films as a studio, and you may know them, Dan, because Rurouni Kenshin remake, Insomniacs After School, some Initial D stuff, Tokyo Revengers. Like, this is actually gonna look really, really good,
It did look really good.
So
I
yeah.
mean, not my cup of tea, but if it is, good for you. I'm excited for Tyler's watch party where you guys watch this.
Yep.
Tyler's probably not watching this, so
Oh,
just
well,
letting you know.
It'll
gonna
probably be next Friday featuring Creags.
he's gonna like start putting the watch party things, and then I'm just gonna start writing like Takamine sound at the bottom, and you guys just go hit the emojis on it. So we have to make Tyler watch it.
Cool.
The next one we have, I already mentioned it, it's Maki-san, but one quick note from the trailer. A woman or a girl tasered some kid in the ass, and the mom in the trailer is dummy thick.
Hell
Dummy
yeah.
thick,
He
dude.
said Pixar thick.
The robot mom?
She was a robot too?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Bro,
He's just assuming her gender now.
she had that fucking like not like the Miss Incredible like vibe going on, but like same dimensions but thick.
You
Okay.
mean Big Hero 6 Ant?
Yes, or the woman from
Okay.
B movie.
Okay.
or Dexter's mom from Dexter's Lab. Like we're
Okay.
talking dummy thick. And the last one we have for Creegs and all you horny fucks is Yandere Dark Elf. This is looks like a reverse isekai, but damn dude, this Haiku sequel is going fucking crazy.
The studio that did this also did the elf one that we talked about last season, Dan.
Oh, the elf who likes French fries.
Yeah, the etchy elf, the fat etchy elf thing or whatever. She like slims down and she gets fat or whatever.
She was dummy thick too.
Yeah, so this is the same studio. That
Bro,
done that one. So
there's a scene in the Yandere Dark Elf trailer where it shows her in like a sweater. And I swear to God, they spent the entire budget of this show just animating her in that sweater. Like it was fucking nuts. But
well,
the main character's name is Hinata. He has orange hair. He's in high school. This is a multiverse haiku action going on.
yeah. Also, this is actually, believe it or not, uh, this is actually like an erotica apparently on Mal. Like it's 18 or older. On
And,
Mal.
and the craziest thing is like this trailer.
It was
w-
it was less than
It was
Takumi.
tame. It was tame
Yeah.
compared to Takumi-san, dude. Like
Takumi, and you've seen like everything with just like the stickers on it or whatever.
random chibi stickers of the
Yeah.
dude. Like it was.
It's insane, bro.
I want to say we should link the trailer in the Discord, but I feel like it's a little too. Google it on your own time
Yeah,
in
yeah.
a dark
So
room alone,
yeah,
or maybe on your
yeah.
toilet. I don't know, like just somewhere you're alone and safe,
Yes.
and can
We're helping y'all.
potentially
We're helping y'all
get your
out,
rocks off
but
after.
don't expect us to do all the work. We're just letting y'all know about this stuff. So
Yeah, Takumi-san, watch that trailer in a dark place where you can get your rocks off after, because like I was sitting in my desk chair and I had to basically change my pants, dude. It was nuts.
Would it be safe to say you could just follow Krieg's X account and you'd be able to see the trailer there?
that
You'll
is
see
good because
clips. You will
he
see
does.
clips.
Yeah, he does post clips and shit of stuff like this and pictures and stuff. So
Bro,
Yeah,
he
so
is
just
gonna,
go follow Krieg's, you guys. You'll
dude,
see everything you need to.
this season is heat for Creeks. Like this is his freaking era right now, dude.
oh yeah, Fire Force with all like the slice of life witch stuff, plus like the etchy shit that we just talked about.
Get rid of those first two. He doesn't care about those anymore.
Oh yeah, and not anymore. Not after we
Not
talked about the
anymore
last
after
three
these three.
shows. Yeah. uh but yeah, I mean there's some shows that we left off, obviously. Kind of like My Hero Illegals, uh Lazarus, Kowloon Generic Romance. Like shows like that that's pretty popular. We left them off. We want to talk about other stuff. So there's
Yeah.
definitely plenty of shows coming out this season though.
Yeah, dude. Go Loser Ranger season 2 if you're into that.
Yeah.
Red Ranger Isekai a little better, not gonna lie. Pretty crazy to say that, but
Yeah.
the power of friendship is just off the rails. New Black Butler. There's so many shows are coming out. Like it's so nice after the crapshoot that I feel like winter 2025 was, outside of Solo Leveling, Apothecary
sequels.
Diaries 2,
Yeah.
Doctor Stone. Like
Winter was definitely a sequel heavy season. And I feel like this spring season is actually like not sequel heavy, it's actually got like a lot of decent looking new shows coming out. So
another sleeper from last season that I've been watching. I may be a guild receptionist, but also Lonely Boss clock out on time. Actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Actually pretty good. That's the Tyler show that I've been watching, I feel like you're watching that, right?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Pretty good.
I mean, it's nothing to like to write home about, but it's like, what's her name? Alicia, whatever. She's pretty cool. So she just goes and hits her like hammer, bops people with her hammer,
Alina. You mean?
Yeah, Alina.
There you go. Yeah, dude. Yeah. She's funny too. Like I watched that show and I'm like, that was me like 3 days ago at work. Like,
and it looks good. Like
yeah.
for what it is, it looks really good. So
yeah, it's not that good otherwise, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's a fun show.
Yeah, it's funny too. So
Yeah,
um,
definitely.
but
Awesome.
yeah, that's all I got.
Is that all we got?
I think so. Like I said, we left some popular shows out, but you
We-
know,
Yeah, we were trying to find the dark horses, those shows you might not know about. But awesome,
yeah.
guys. That's what we got for you this week for the Degens. Hope you guys had fun. Tyler and Nam are going to be back on Tuesday, I believe, for the rundown. Um, thank God Sakamoto Days is ending. I might not even watch it, honestly, because I don't have to.
Also, let us know what y'all want us to, what y'all are interested in us covering on the rundown. We might, look into it. So
Yeah, if any of the shows we talked about really stood out, let us know. Funny enough, I will not be on like the first 5 weeks of the rundown because of work, but these guys will be covering it. And
yeah,
yeah, Tyler, we got a watch party tomorrow?
no, unfortunately,
No. Ooh,
yeah,
no worries. And no idea what we're doing next week. I'm assuming. I don't think we know. I don't
we'll
know.
figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah,
I'll come up with something fun. We haven't done like a crazy topic in a while, I feel like.
yeah. We'll get a damn topic going. So
Bustiest ladies of winter 2024. Done.
all right, peace.
All right, guys. We'll catch you. Peace.
Hey.